The people owns the mangroves. Whatever activity you do, it will affect them greatly. The mangrove itself is what they rely on for construction of houses, for firewood. The mangrove itself is shelter to the oyster, which is a very nutritious seafood.
This mangrove, now we get some, now we dey protect them. Because when we protect them, we will not say benefit they be now. The benefit we go left and we say for we your grand picking them.
For the breeze where they blow and who say mangrove day, they hardly no more water can hit the place and eat the place all.
If you protect the mangrove will protect you in return.
Don't want to leave you.
A new company by the name of Africa Conservation Initiative, ACI in short, is working with communities in the Bonthe Island, communities that are playing host to the largest concentration of mangroves in the country. ACI is seeking to generate carbon credits from the carbon dioxide that the mangroves absorb. They are asking the communities to give up some of the traditional uses of the mangrove. ACI is proposing conservation plans to create alternatives to cutting the mangroves. Some of these alternatives would include woodlots, efficient cook stoves, and ovens for drying fish.
First time we ACI project come, I not being a fee fine. You know, something where people be on the panel for long. Some women then that mangrove then they cut. They sell, they pay for the picking the school fees. Some man now inside they eat. Therefore, if they want to let people they stop finally, therefore begin can with the benefit then for people there.
Namati's role is to provide independent legal and technical support for the communities.
What hands them be?
And to ensure that the communities give their full informed consent to the process. And if they do, for Namati to guide them in the process of negotiating a fair benefit sharing agreement.
They say, wait till we go on, let us say do for we. The agreement we for do, we not for make agreement, we not for we no more. Let we remember we your grand picking there. We great grand picking there, we then get for come after we.
My name is Dauda Golea. I'm a senior paralegal. I work for Namati, Serra Leoa. I grew up in Imperi Chiefdom. Imperi Chiefdom is in Bonthe Street. Growing up in a community where I saw the negative impact of mining, I never knew there were laws that protect the actual landowners in terms of protecting the environment. So when I joined the paralegal work in 2010, I started dealing with cases that had some environmental issues. And one interesting one was when I helped a farmer to gain compensation for his crops when those crops were destroyed as a result of pollution. Then realizing that indeed there were laws that would protect everybody in terms of their rights. We are quite certain that with the carbon trade market, they will help to protect the environment. At the same time, it will generate income for those practicing the conservation.
There are a lot of companies coming in to do carbon work in various sectors. Some are coming in to protect existing forests and see how to work with communities to sell carbon. Some are coming to protect the mangroves, and some are actually coming to grow forests.
Well, the question has always been, if ACI asks us to conserve the mangrove, what benefit are they going to bring for us? That is why, in fact, today we have the benefit sharing agreement consultation. You are now willing to conserve the mangroves. What benefit would you like ACI to give you in return for conserving those mangroves? That is what we are discussing today.
Now, almost years we don't get the mangrove now, so would have been the way, but we know did you say what they can grow?
We help communities in order to grasp the concept of carbon trade is the fact that we take them through a process we call visioning, a sort of reflection. And during that process, we reflect in different ways. We reflect into the past, what used to happen, the present, the likely future, and then the desired future. Basically, what we do as paralegals working for Namati, Sierra Leone, is helping people to know the law, use the law, and shape the law to help to promote land rights.
You land. Not so in fact even government get the land, now get the land.
You know, when our government even go now, we are women or boy.
You understand me?
We are always on the side of communities. We have to help them in terms of understanding what the tenant rights are, build the capacity, the governance structure, as well as negotiate beneficiary agreements. They are going to be tasked with responsibility of providing stewardship in the protection of this mangrove, and also to use the bylaws they will be developing in a way that this mangrove will be conserved.
If at all they are able to generate revenue from the sales of the carbon, some of them are saying they want scholarship for their children. Some of them are saying they want skills training center. Some of them are saying they want cold room for preserving their fish. And we are all trying to factor those into the benefit sharing agreement.
To all women that will be together, we say let people then help we they make business, let them give you money. Some of them they then say let them come throw the land, they work them for show the clothes, for make soap. And now so we been decided. But we they say let them come with money for we because we not they cut together, we they do business for we picking them.
Name it ACI, they don't lay fast. Cook stove, for long not use money. A cook stove, we not go use much wood for cook.
We go also want for introduce una me ACI no una.
And better and you look at man you know for ACI and that you know.
We go call una by sections. I go start with Yoni section, Sagbebu section,
and Sagbebu
Gepe section.
Today was an interface bringing all parties together to address the key issue, which is the benefit sharing percentage, the revenue that is going to come from the carbon sales.
Now one of the reasons now we give it 50%.
ACI, that's the position of the chiefdom.
We are pushing that half the benefits or the revenue be the share of the community.
As a leader organization like us, ACI, for us to go into this kind of projects, this kind of carbon projects, we need the benefit sharing agreements to be designed. Today, I must say I commend the community people. They have good representations from their councillors, their paramount chiefs, and even their chiefdom committees, their representatives. I can say the community was well represented.
Today is part of a negotiation. And what happened today, when the community presented their position, the company wasn't able to accept that position.
So these carbon projects is a very new thing, it's a very risky thing, and it's a very volatile market. And it's very difficult to get investors. The investors are taking a very, very big risk.
And they asked that they are going back to consult with their investors and they will come back with the position later on. We are not that devastated by the outcome today. It's part of a negotiation, so we are not going to lose hope. We hope that there will be a breakthrough at the end of the day. Countries are trying to put together legislation to regulate the carbon markets. Namati and its partners in the network, we are advocating for carbon markets to be right and be done the right way. So in that vein, we have to put together some principles One of the principles is that carbon payments must not be a substitute for eliminating avoidable emissions. No pay to pollute. And the second principle is the respect for communities' tenure, land rights, and water rights. The third principle is compensation. Fair compensation is what we really want, people to be paid equal. Also FPIC, the FPIC of community needs to be respected. That community needs to give their consent and you participate throughout the process. From beginning, you have to participate in the process, negotiation. No one should do that on their behalf. And the last principle is that we have to enforce. Whatever regulations, whatever principles, policies have to be enforced by state actors. As soon as we arrived today from the boats, when I saw the kind of traditional dancing, merriment, happiness to people, shows a sign that indeed people are ready to receive this project. And the number of people I saw here, the crowd, already shows how much ownership there is. And speeches from the paramount chiefs, from other elders, from the community was amazing.
Because now, sir, we graduate. The one day when they work, they elect every pass. Once someone, your brother and your sister, you go give you something. This now benefit you don't come. We graduate for that man. But to man ourselves, election we pass, we grand picking, then we benefit inside.
The message we want to pass on to people, we are not saying no to investment. We want investment, but we want an investment where the actual landowners will benefit from their natural resources. We want a win-win situation where the investor comes with investment to make profit. At the same time, we also want the landowners themselves to profit from the investment because they rely on their land for all their daily activities, for their livelihood.